some people call the Holy Trinity. How does one work on spiritual growth outside of the church tradition?
Say it again.
How does one work on spiritual growth outside of the church tradition?
Because spirituality.
How one approach working on spiritual growth?
Very easy.
Without being part of a religion.
Very, very easy, because spirituality and religion is not the same. You know what I mean? Within reason, without, you know what I'm saying, downplaying the church at this moment, within reason. Okay, you would take you went to church because you went there to gather with people with you who felt the same way about, you know what I'm saying, the Creator. So that's, you know what I mean, that's church. But religion and spirituality is not the same thing. Spirituality has to do with the true essence of self and the connection with the all. It has nothing to do with Christianity, Islam, you know what I mean, none of that. You know what I mean? None of that, you can, within this, I guess if you're naive. If you're naive, them books will help you. Steps. Baby steps. If you're naive. You know what I mean? But if you're not naive, it's not going to get you to spirituality. How many people that go to church?
What will?
Knowing yourself. Listening to yourself. Knowing when yourself say, yo, don't do that. Not only don't do it, but ask why and have a conversation. You know what I mean? That's why, like in the Bible, with you know what I'm saying, Yeshua, as we know, is Jesus. When he came in to the temple and see the Pharisees and collect the money from the people to, you know what I'm saying, in the name of God, and he kicked over shit and went crazy, and he said, just go to your room and pray to God, because, you know, all you have to do, that's the true essence of meditation. You know what I'm saying? Being able to meditate, clear your head, and hear yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear yourself, you're hearing God, and you will know the truth. You don't have, no man can teach you about spirituality when he's learning it himself. You understand what I'm saying? What we can teach each other is like the lessons that we're learning, like vibrating on high frequencies and stuff like that. But that ain't spirituality. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tool to help you understand it. The thing about spirituality, how does one work on spiritual growth outside of the church tradition?
No, understanding it, to using it in a proper way.
Yeah, it's a tool. Yeah. Like I said.
You could use it as a Jedi.
But how does one do that? The thing about it is, one do that, like you said, in a nutshell, it's self-identification. The thing about spiritual growth, it's a one-man journey. It's a journey, and I found this out later in life, that you can't take nobody on. I thought I could take my family, my brother, people you love in spiritual growth. They come.
They're already on the journey.
They're on a journey, but the path you have to take is on your own.
Yes, sir.
It's a lonely and it's a scary path. Because once you realize that, like, damn, this path is all on me. But then, once you start walking that path for a while, and this is exactly how it feels. When you start walking that path for a while, it gets less and less scary. Do you know how I compare it to? Your spiritual growth and your purpose in life, and you find out all that is like going to a new school. You know, always going to a new school, you're nervous. What's it gonna be like? This and that and the third. And before you know it, that school just feels like home. You're still going through problems. You have to go through a fight or two, get rejected by a girl or two. You have some good days, you have some bad days. It's like on a path to spiritual growth. But yet still, before you went into, you scared as shit.
See the heart. You know what?
But it's definitely, sum it up. It's a dolo journey. It's a journey that you're going on by yourself, and that's what I think scares a lot of people. You can't bring nobody with you. But the best part about it is, the better you become as an individual, the more you grow, is the better you're gonna be to be around everybody else. Your family, your loved ones, your friends. You're going to be a better person to everybody else through your own growth. You're going to be a better person to them. It's just how it works, because you became better. So, but that's what it is, man. It's a dolo journey, and a journey you can't bring nobody on, and that's the way fucking the old made it. Cause you gotta learn this shit by yourself. You can know you got people around me that's gonna help you, of course, but you know what I mean. But it's definitely a dolo journey. What?
No, because like I said before, and I always say, everybody's going to the Barclays Center and everybody's getting there differently. We all in school, some of us in first, some of us in second, some of us in the third. You know what I'm saying? And then I understand that sometimes during this journey, you know what I mean, there's never, being the fact that we are all going to be in different grades. Some of us will be in the third, some of us will be in the fourth, some of us will be in the fifth. You know what I mean? You may have been in the fourth and then you get to the fifth and the other person's still in the fourth grade. So now you're telling them things that they just can't comprehend and understand. And these things you come across the fact that, you know what I mean, you outgrow family, you outgrow friends because they just don't vibrate on the same frequency and they just don't see things the way you see things, and that's cool. And that's cool because when you're truly...
You have to say it like this, because when you're grown, picture like you and your friend, or you and anybody that you was close with is running on a track, right? Y'all side by side. And at that time, you're both in the same shape, the same colors, you have the same diet, same this. So you're running the same speed. But let's just say, on the break when y'all go home and chill, you start changing your life. Like, I'm start eating right, I'm start training on my side, and he keep doing the same thing. Eventually, you're going to start passing this nigga. And it's going to hinder you to slow down. Like, you're not going to want to slow down for him. Like, come on, man. You can't. To win the race, you can't slow down for him. And then, he can't speed up as fast as you until you do what you did.
And he may never be able to.
And that he may never be able to because he may never even be in a way that he
understand that as long as I keep running and doing what I'm supposed to do, it's always going to be like this. So it's going to be like this. Now, the reality of it is, with that happening is cool. Because as you go like this, it's like getting the money, right? So if you was doing everything for the right reasons and the right persons, all of that shit did, as you went like this, it humbled you. As you went forward, it just humbled you even more. You know what I mean? And if you are that right person, and then you can understand, then you can say, yo, alright, look, bro, let me show you how to do it. And if he has gained humility through his journey, then he could say, alright, cool, teach me. Right? And boom, now he can accept where he's at and everything is good. You know what I mean? Now we can build together and now you can, and sooner or later, yeah, now we're running side to side again. That's the only way it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? It can't work no other way. Why? Because your journey and my journey is two different journeys. And therefore, it's always going to be that situation. But the humility of knowing that because I don't eat meat, and because I know within my heart you're not supposed to eat anything that, you know what I'm saying, that was living and killing is dead. Because I know that and I move past. That doesn't mean that I'm better than you because you do. We good, baby. Now, I could humble myself to that. Can that person humble myself and not sit there like, God damn, nigga, do you always gotta eat this? Like, I'm not criticizing what you eating. I am who I am, you are who you are. We could still be that, you know what I mean? That's spiritual growth.
It's the overstatement, because think about
that's what comes with spiritual growth.
It's the overstatement, because we always look at it in grades. And the way you look at spiritual growth is always in grades. The perfect way to look at it.
Yeah, I always look at it, yeah.
Say
so, we're all in fucking school together.
So just because I'm in 10th grade, I can do 10th graders ever look at 6th graders like, oh, you're in 6th grade? No, you never do that. Okay, you're in 6th grade. Nigga, like, I was there before. That's how you used to look at it. I remember that. I remember I was there, shorty. I remember you
may haze them or razz them a little bit.
Yeah, but
I was there. I was in 6th grade.
You understand why they're in 6th grade. So
yeah,
like,
they learning the lessons to get to the 10th.
It's no fucking thing.
But then you got the people, some people, who with power, you know what I'm saying, and success and the accolades, they lose humility, and they become what they once despised or who they truly was. Now they look down like, this nigga, damn son, how long you gonna be in the 6th grade? The fuck, what's wrong with this? This nigga's dumb. Like, you know what I mean? And that mentality, you know what I'm saying? That's a person heading for a downfall. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time we was, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when we was running the music we was doing with 6. You know what I'm saying? And I remember his manager looked at him one day and was like, yo son, look at you. He said, you will never make it in the music business because you have no humility. You know what I'm saying? And that shit always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because without humility, nobody wants to ever deal with somebody who's not humble.
And not only that.
Why I want to pass on the jewels to you.
And that's big too. That too. Not only that. When you don't got humility, you stop yourself from learning.
Absolutely. You think you know everything.
Arrogance makes you think you know it all.
Everything.
Or once you think you know it all, it stops growth. And growth is the game of life. So, what you going to give my man? I need to hear that. I need to hear that to take you there from here to there. You dismissed that motherfucking opportunity because you thought you know it all already. The thing about it is you can be 85 and you don't know shit. You don't know, you still don't know it all. Because somebody that's motherfucking 90-something or 70-something that probably knows more than you.
Here's the funniest thing about life, you know what I'm saying?
30-something that knows more.
You could, you know what I mean? It's like a DNA fucking test, right? They be like, the baby is 99.9.1% yours. So there's like the 1% chance that it's not, like a small 1.1% chance, right? So that's life. With information and knowledge. You can have every single knowledge, piece of information that you think that you have. And that old man sitting there, right, has 1%.
Shit you needed.
And your whole life you thought you knew everything. You didn't even know that you was missing the one, right? And you looked at this old man your whole life, and you looked down on him. And one day you sat there after looking down, had a conversation with him, and he told you the most biggest jewel of your life that changes your life, right? You never know.
Well, hold up,
you never know everything.
Don't a lot of these people, or most people, subscribe to some type of Bible? And don't in the Bible, correct me if I'm wrong, says you can learn from babies or fools, or you got to take babies or fools. You can learn from a man, woman, or something. I don't
know if it's in the Bible. I know that's a saying that you can learn from babies or fools. No, yeah, I don't know if it's in the Bible. But it's a saying that you can learn from babies and fools. It's a definite saying.
I don't know if it's still call me. I know it's a saying.
It's a definite saying. It's a saying.
I heard it before,
but I don't know where it's from.
But like,
where
do you think that come from though? And did they say babies? And you probably still can't learn from babies actually. You can.
Of course you can. I learn from my kids. I learn from all three of my kids.
That's actually a fact.
I learned a lot of jewels from my 3 kids. You know what I mean? And I'm learning a lot right now from Ethan. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much from him. You know what I'm saying? Just by just sitting there. Because I'm a scientist and I just sit there and I analyze and I just watch and I just look at things and I'm like, oh, this shit is amazing.
So can someone actually be spiritually lost?
Of course.
Spiritually lost. I'm basically like on autopilot.
Yeah, because you can. You know why?
Meat soup mode.
You know why? Because being spiritually lost means that the subconscious has completely taken over of the body.
Which is 90% of what controls you. I don't know if it's that much. That's insane.
The subconscious, because the subconscious is completely taking control of the body. Now, why? Because the subconscious is like the hard drive pumping out the information and pumping out the visuals of how you perceive in life and everything. So if you're not reprogramming the subconscious to one day run on autopilot where you only see the world the way you created it.
On a high frequency.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
On a positive frequency.
On the way you created it. Because you could be negative and still vibrate on a high frequency.
That's a positive frequency.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so creating a world where you want to see it in your head, that the output is always going to be the same. The output is always the same until you decide to change the output. The output is always the same because here's the thing. If I put a 60-watt light bulb in here, right? You would think it's bright. You'd be like, this light is bright in this room. Until a nigga put a 120-watt light. You understand what I'm saying? So the problem with most people is they don't even know that they in darkness because they got light.
And then once they put on one light and they walk through one door, this goes back to the point of them being arrogant. I made it. The light is still dark. And they don't know if they turn on another light. It's 4 more doors.
Yeah, they don't know
they're going to walk through.
They don't know.
But it's so arrogant. I got through this one door. I made it.
Yeah,
I have nothing else to learn. It's not going to work like that.
Nah, there's always another step.
Always another lesson.
You know what I'm saying? And in physical life, is about as far as you can go. In spiritual information, it don't stop till you
Carrie
die.
just asked me this the other day. We saw my son. She like, boom, boom. After I get over that, they said, well, I'm gonna find something else to complain about. I said, yep. So what? I said, yeah. So that's life, nigga. After you accomplish one goal, you got one thing problem. Life's gonna throw you another one. Then another one. Then another one. You're gonna get rich. Okay, another one. Like another one. Like, it doesn't stop. That's life. And life is a game of jumping over hurdles. It's no part of life. It's not gonna be no lessons to learn. It's gonna be easy peasy. It doesn't work like that.
You see, the thing about it is this.
But the way you attack it gets easier. So the lessons and the hurdles won't be bad. You'll be an Olympic hurdler by that time.
And if you become the person who's able to control the lessons that you're learning.
You know what I'm trying to say? You can be an Olympic hurdler by that time.
Instead of them being thrown to you, once you're in control of yourself and in control of your life, and you master one thing, you be like Kobe Bryant. He becomes a master now. So I finished basketball. He don't sit around like most people and damn, what am I gonna do? And not to knock none of them, you know what I mean, because I like them, you know what I mean. Fuck it, I'm just gonna be a sport cat, anchor, whatever. Nah, he sat around. I'm gonna write children's books. I'm gonna coach in basketball. He picked his hurdle. He picked his new challenge because he's in control.
But nobody so if you don't, something else gonna give it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. If you ain't in control, it's gonna be thrown to you randomly. Yeah,
if you're in
you
total
could
choice, but it's the way how you see it.
And then you will enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the way, exactly. That's the only difference. Because if you don't pick your hurdles, a hurdle's gonna come to you, but you're gonna see it. You're gonna know what it is. You're gonna understand it because you're gonna know how to get over them. Like I said, by that time, that's how I said, compared it to being an Olympic hurdler at that time. You pass that point, oh shit, you're gonna almost enjoy the task. Then on top of that, like he just said, you can start making your own task.
Yeah,
to the point that when life throws their own task at you, like I don't give a fuck. This is what I do by this.
It's like what my nigga Morpheus said in the Matrix to Neo. You mean I'm gonna be able to?
Nah,
nah.
You're not gonna have to.
You're not gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be sitting there. You're like, what to do now? You know what? I always wanted to motherfucking learn how to drive a motherfucking race car. Fuck it, let me try it. It's like T.I. trying to motherfucking do comedy. Or what Cam and Mason and them niggas doing with sportcasting. You know what I mean?
Listen,
it's
I'm going through
yourself.
it now. I'm going through it now. My brother's like, yo. My brother John like, yo, you get to the point, I didn't even recognize, but this is all I want to fucking do. You get to the point that you can be kind of obsessed with doing all this shit. And I kind of am obsessed with doing this shit, if I'm be honest. Like, I love all of it. Working is my fun now. And my shoulder was like, damn, you got to the point that it's not enough. I want more hurdles. Like I create my own hurdles now. I want more work. I have 1, 2, but I just want more work. I ask my brother, give me ideas. Like I just want more and more and more and more. Now, I'm not scared of the failure now. I'm not the loss. I don't like to lose that anymore. I'm not scared of the lessons now. I'm not fucking scared of the hard work now. I'm not scared of the sacrifice, which is my time, my energy, me chilling or whatever. I'm not scared of it. So, like I mash my plate and I still want to put more. Then I get on, it's going to be the same thing. I'm just going to want more. I'm just going to want more. I want more challenges to understand what life is. And I understand that the more challenges I get and the more challenges I accomplish, I get over.
It defines the spirit.
Yeah, it's gonna give you 3 things. The Holy Trinity, which this episode is about. It's going to reward you physically, which is maybe financial gains. And if you're working out or whatever the case may be, you have a nice body, you're going to be healthy, whatever it's going to be. It's going to reward you spiritually, because you can be doing the things to work on yourself, get a discipline, and what you call it, and it's going to reward you mentally. Because you can be thinking things, and you can be putting action to the things you're thinking about. You can be learning, you can be reading books, listen to audio books, you can be listening to people when they talk to you, learn from people. All the work is rewarding, so I don't mind it no more. It's always going to make you almost superhuman.
Because you got to understand, right?
I'm into superheroes, that's my whole thing.
You got to understand, and what people will understand about it. See. This is consciousness. Right.
I gotta answer this question too.
Yeah, this is consciousness, and we are a piece of consciousness, right? So the experience, that inspiration inside of you, whatever it is, whether it's to teach children, whether it is to be a doctor, whether it is to be a gym teacher, whether it is to be a entertainer, whether it is to whatever it is, that inspiration to create, it's just not your inspiration. It's the inspiration of the all. That's why it's so important for you to live your true self. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking in a sexual manner. I'm talking about your true self and experience the things like what I was just speaking, paint, stuff like that. Because if you're feeling that, that's why you're feeling it. Because that's the experience you're supposed to have to bring back to the all. You understand?
That's the gift that you're supposed to.
That's what you.
Rap.
Yeah, that. So all supposed to. The all wants you. Yeah, you and me like, what you mean? So many people sing, yeah, but so many people sung, but they didn't come and go through what you had to go through and go there and get there to do what you do. So it's a different experience, and that's what it really is about. The goal was just to have you go through the experience, so you can have so the information could be stored back into the ether. So it could be drawn out for information for somebody else at a later date.
But can someone be spiritually lost? I'm gonna answer quick fast. Yes, someone could be spiritually lost. I will say most people is spiritually lost. I think most people connect spirituality with some type of religion. And then the fucked up part about it is like maybe you're on baby steps, if you're naive, you still grow. They in religion, they don't follow the book, they fucking read it. So it's like you're double spiritually lost. You're like, okay, you're spiritually lost, you went to religion, they don't follow religion that you're in. So most people are spiritually lost, and yes, you could be spiritually lost, meaning like you living off straight physical, instant gratification, day by day physical instant gratification, eating, fucking, partying, vacations, TV, amusement parks.
Yeah, pressure to the flesh, subconscious.
That's what you're living on.
And
don't know who you really are, don't know what your real purpose is, no spiritual growth. I ask everybody this. I want you to ask me this. Watch you stumble. What have you learned after you graduated high school? Or what have you learned after high school period, whether you graduated or not?
It's nothing.
I haven't yet for anybody to tell me what the fuck they learned. Nobody can answer.
No.
Once they stop getting taught, they don't teach themselves nothing. There's no more growth. There's no more knowledge. The real content you should be ingesting. You control the content now. Not that fucking indoctrination content that they get in school.
No, but you know why that happened, right? Because
two
things. I agree with you, yes. Because two things, and I'm going to say this clearly. Some people might not like it.
Fuck it.
The reason why is this. Two things is happening. The reason why you're still lost, even with religion spiritually, is because you're mentally lost. That's why they gave you religion. That's number one. The book you're reading is meant to keep you lost. It's not teaching you about spirituality. That's number two. You come out of school, you don't seek to learn nothing else. You know why? Because they did their job. They did a very good job. You know why? Because they was indoctrinating you so you don't want to learn for yourself. So you feel that everything that you've learned is all that you need to learn.
You just said the arrogance. Right? I graduated college or high school. I'm
so therefore, when you finish going through college or whatever information you was trying to get in the field that you was going in, once that information is gained, you good. So you don't seek out knowledge on yourself again, because for your whole life, somebody was feeding it to you. So without you wanting to learn it on your own, you're not going to want to learn it on your own. So that's why most of the times the internet is used for pure entertainment, and not for what it can be used for, the ability to learn so many different things, even though if it's tainted, some of it is tainted.
Hold on, but yeah, of course. So it's just like books. Remember they said the best way to hide information was in a book back in the days?
Yeah.
I would say the best way to hide information is in a book and on the internet. The thing about it, you know why? It's the same exact principle. You can go to a library, pick up a Goosebumps book, pick up a sex novel, pick up an adventure book, or pick up... That's all entertainment shit. It's like watching a movie. That's like going to the villa and watching ass shaking videos. It's like, or you can pick up something for that lose power, for the horse, the secret, chill of the nature, anything. Even if it's kind of extreme, something that'll open your mind and think outside the box. On the internet, same thing.
It's a good example of that.
I'm not through the shit, but you can find things that give you Google, research things, public freedom of public information act from the government. Look up that, look up documentaries. You can look up these things to give you fucking information, but you won't. You won't look up documentaries. You will say documentaries. I think I fucking love hip hop.
For instance,
that's your choice.
To show you what I'm talking to.
And don't get twisted, I watch some hip hop too.
I don't watch that shit.
I used to watch that shit back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, it's entertaining, but don't get it twisted. I'm always on my shit more.
You know what I'm saying? But for instance, I watch Vlad TV. I watch
shit like that.
I watch Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? And I got a good point. I watch Vlad TV and I watch my other son Matt Hartford, my expert opinion, right? Now I watch it constantly because I like both shows. They have good guests on their shows, right? Right now I'm watching Vlad TV because they have, you know what I'm saying, they have my man Stephen Gray on the show. Now, see, a lot of people, and I know this for a fact what we're saying because I did that intentionally because I'm a scientist. So I said, oh shit, Stephen Gray on here. You know what I'm saying? I know Rosie's into Stephen Gray. You know what I'm saying? I've looked at Stephen Gray a few times, seen them with my man Billy. So I'm like, okay, so let me see what Stephen Gray is talking about on Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? And that's interesting too with Vlad, with that too. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. But I intentionally looked at how many viewers was watched. You know what I'm saying? His because he put them out by the scenes, right? And I'm like, damn, that shit is low. That's crazy. Now to explain who Stephen Gray is, you know what I'm saying? Stephen Gray is you know what I'm saying? He deal high level with UFOs, high level with UFOs. You know what I'm saying? And got tons and tons and tons of information. You know what I mean? I was just watching Stephen Gray, you know what I'm saying, the other day talking to senators. You know what I'm saying? Senators, you know what I'm saying, about taking the information to Congress. I was just watching that shit the other day. He was an advisor to Bill Clinton, mad things. And I'm like, damn, mad low viewership. But if you'll go to like the Boosie interviews, and I love watching the Boosie interviews and all those mad high viewerships, all of that other stuff. And I'm like, see where people's minds at? When information is being given to them, they don't even want it, right? And then you take Matt Hoffa. Right now he has Robert Kennedy Jr., you know what I'm saying? He has Robert Kennedy, his son, Robert Kennedy Jr. on there. And he's on there talking some real interesting shit. Real interesting shit. And I looked at the views on that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this is Robert Kennedy. His father got his head popped off. His other father. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, yeah, because it's not that in the entertainment world. It's real information.
It's not trending. That's
right, you know what I'm saying? So people watching it, people probably like me, but it's not what it's supposed to. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, that's crazy.
Then you have, you have.
So yeah.
No offense, I'm just using it as a celebrity. It's the first one that comes to mind. You have, and I fuck with her music. You have somebody like Lotto up there, and that shit have like 8.3 million. Like, but you have Robert Kennedy Jr. talking about real shit. You have somebody talking about UFOs. Right. Nobody gives a fuck. Like.
Right.
But,
and then even with Vlad, because Vlad says all the time, right? He said, yo, he don't do, because his show is so big, he don't do all the interviews himself no more. But you know what I'm saying? He do the interviews that with the people he really want to talk to. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Smokey Robinson. There. So I'm like, damn, you didn't really want to talk to Stephen Gray? You know what I'm saying? I would really want to talk to Stephen Gray. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead.
Can being rich help you grow spiritually in any shape, form, or fashion?
Not whatsoever.
Let me answer that. I disagree. I think yes, it can. I think being rich can help you grow spiritually if you use the money as a tool. If you use the money as, say, okay, you use the money to learn more books, talk to people of more intelligence than you, create a network of people that's more intelligent than you, more spiritually inclined than you. Like, now you get to be around these people, now you get to go travel to these places, now you get to go do these things. And also, the more you give back, the philanthropy, the things you do will also be conducive to one's spirit as well. I mean, like, and be like add to the spirit. Also, like, being rich has a few aspects where it can actually contribute to you growing spiritually. But is it a booster? Is it at the end all? Do you need it to grow spiritually? No, but can it help you? Yes, because it can take you to the next level. Like, the more, like, say, like, I believe you're gonna meet all these people. Like, we also have Billy Carson clips, and he's gonna bring us into the next segment. But like, when we get to that point, we're gonna have the means to be around the places he's around. To be able to have even just one talk, and that one talk will spark something in us that can change our life. We may not have that being around here. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, money definitely can help you grow spiritually if you're using it for the right way, but can't help you grow spiritually just getting it because you got everything physical and bitches and mad cars and nah, that's not the real shit. But it can if you use it as a tool. Because all these things is tools.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is this. I'll disagree with that because the only way you're ever going to use money as a tool to help you in spiritual ways is if you was already spiritual from the begin with. You would never do it if you wasn't spiritual from the beginning.
No, but I say that, but it can't help you go spiritual.
No.
For everything I just said.
Only reason
that's how it can help you.
You know what I'm saying?
The money puts you in the places. I'm not trying to say you're an individual. If you're a spiritual person, then you get money. It's gonna help you grow spiritually. It's gonna go from point A to point B. Yes, it can, because you can put you on people. It can make you do things.
But
yes, it can, because lessons help you go spiritually.
Yeah, bro. But what I'm saying is that even I could have no money for the rest of my life, and I could become one of the most spiritual people on this planet. I don't need money to become spiritual, and I don't need to get around Billy Carson or any of them. That's my own journey. I don't need that. But in general, I'm knowing all of them. Just in general, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? All I need is self-awareness of who I am, and that's it. All money will give me is the ability now to maybe go into the pyramids and see it and touch it, or go to the high mountains and meditate on my own for a minute and really have a clear mind self. But that's it, but it can't grow me spiritually at all.
That's it. To me, true level spirituality, you can know yourself all you want. That's the level one of spirituality. But true level spirituality is knowledge and knowing the truth. Once you know, to me, like I said, once you know the truth, and once you have a certain level of knowledge,
that's not gonna help you grow.
Yes, it does. Because once you know the truth, yes, it does. Because that also leads you in how to.
Because the wicked know the truth.
Okay, so but they choose to use it in different ways.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you know the truth and then you choose it to help you grow, yes, it would. They're choosing not to help doing it, so it's not going to help you grow. If you choose it, it will help you grow.
What help you grow spiritually is you.
Okay, how about this?
Not the money.
How about this?
Not
how about this? There's two farmers. Two farmers know how to fucking grow shit. You know the truth. You plant something, you put the soil, you the sunlight, you water it. One farmer chooses the motherfucking water, sunlight, the vitamins, and the soil. Takes care of the soil, make sure that shit every time of day, and one farmer does it. They both know the motherfucking truth, but they both got different results. When he gonna choose to do it, and he gonna get growth, he gonna get life. He gonna choose not to, and he's gonna get death and destruction. And he gonna have a fucking barren wasteland. It's the same fucking choices.
I don't need money
that's the evil.
To be a good farmer to know the plant right.
That wasn't a question.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though.
I didn't say you need. I said, would it help?
No, it won't. No, it won't. Because I can still be a good farmer without the money.
But you can be a better farmer with it.
I know.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
No.
I disagree, bro. I disagree. I completely disagree. Because at the end of the day,
me too.
So spirituality is not only knowing yourself and being self-aware.
I didn't say it was only knowing yourself.
But
that's
it's also
beginning.
knowledge.
But I'm not saying. I said I don't need no money.
So
going
to your point, you can know all the 99% of the world, you're gonna miss that 1%.
And I still don't need no money to get that 1%. I can get it from the bum in the street one day. I don't need money.
But what if you're destined
all I need to do is be on the destination and seeking it. I don't need money.
I feel you. I hear your point. You don't need money. You don't need money. So please don't interrupt me while I'm shouting.
I'm not.
Say what if you're destined, because it's not about destined to get from the bum on a baby. So say if you're not destined to get the bum on the street. Maybe that's where you got this grandiose aspirations ever since you was a kid. And your destiny is to be around these people so they can take you to the next motherfucking level. Maybe, so let me play devil's advocate. What if your destiny is not to get it from the bum on the street and you have an idea like, I don't need to get it, which is a defeatist attitude because you want it.
That's not a defeatist attitude. That's the fact. I don't need money to get.
It makes no sense.
No, it does. I'm not looking at it from one perspective. I'm not. You telling me I'm not looking at it from one perspective. I'm telling you, I don't need money to grow spiritually.
You said it 20 times.
Right, and then you keep...
Because who cares?
But you asked me the question in many different ways, and the answer's still going to be the same.
Listen, I'm not asking you a question. I made a statement. So you don't have to keep interrupting with the no's and no's and no's. I know you know. I know you don't need it. I know you don't need it. I know you don't need it. So please, my nigga.
Okay, I didn't know you was making a statement.
I did. It's a statement. I didn't pose no question.
Because you actually say, no, you said, say this happened. If you da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's why.
Okay, I said, yeah, okay. Like I said, say... You shouldn't answer it. You say, you just said, I asked you a question, you didn't answer, then I made a statement. And then you replied to the statement. My original question was, say your path is not to get your jewel from the bum, and it's to have money to be around somebody to get that, to take from point A to point B. Now what?
Mom, what is this? I don't know what my path is. That's why I'm on the journey. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be the bum or if it's going to be amputated. I'm just telling you now.
But I want you to answer my question.
I just answered that question.
No, you didn't. I want you to answer my question like a question answer. You answer my question with a loose motherfucking statement again.
That's not a loose statement.
I said, what if? Like, just like the game, you got a real problem with taking yourself out of the box because you made a statement. I'll get it from the bum. Okay, what if your path, because we know everything's not the same, every leaf is not the same, every snowflake's not the same.
Facts, that's why.
So what if your path is to get up around somebody that may be a little on a higher level than a bum or average person?
What I'm saying to you.
Now what?
Well, now what?
Now you think, you know, I don't need that.
No, I did not say that.
You said I don't need that.
No, I said I don't. Listen to me again.
I don't need to be around this or money.
No. Listen to me again. Listen to me. I don't need money to become spiritual. Listen to me again. I'm on. No. Listen to me. I didn't say I didn't. But you let me explain. I don't need money to become spiritual, bro. All I need to be is on a journey. That journey takes me wherever that spirituality comes from, it comes from. I'm on a journey. It doesn't make a difference where it comes from. It's just a journey. Now, if my journey is doing entertainment and it takes me there, that's where it takes me. But my journey is my journey. It's not based in money for my spirituality. It's just based in the journey.
You didn't answer my question, bro.
I did answer your question.
If you feel like I asked my question, please leave it in the comments. One comment will suffice. But we're gonna go on to the next segment, which is the physical aspect of the Holy Trinity.